$1. One powder. Every tile grout stain in your home, gone permanently. Not faded, not masked, not temporarily lightened until next month. Permanently eliminated at the molecular level. The Romans used this exact compound to seal their bathhouses in 27 BC. Their grout still stands today. Then the cleaning industry did the math. They discovered a single box costs 94 cents. They did not stop recommending it because it failed. They stopped because it worked too well. This is the story of sodium percarbonate, and why the $47 billion cleaning products industry prays you never watch this video. This story does not start in a laboratory. It starts in a quarry outside Rome in 63 BC. Roman engineers were building the baths of Agrippa, the largest public bathing complex in the ancient world. They faced a brutal problem. Stone and mortar joints turned black within 6 months of water exposure. Mold, mineral deposits, and organic decay destroyed even the finest stonework. Their solution was a naturally occurring mineral compound pulled from volcanic ash deposits near Mount Vesuvius. They mixed it with water and applied it to the joints. Within 24 hours, the blackening was gone. The baths of Agrippa stayed clean for 34 consecutive years. Move forward to 1200 AD in the Yangtze River Delta. Chinese craftsmen building the foundations of Hangzhou, then the largest city on Earth, were sealing tiled water channels used for freshwater distribution. They had discovered through 3 generations of trial that a pale crystalline powder harvested from river sediment deposits would react with water to produce a foaming compound that destroyed organic staining without degrading the mortar. They called it white fire water. The channels they treated lasted 41 years without retreatment. In 1762, a Persian architect named Mirza Taqi Khan documented this compound in a manuscript describing the restoration of the Golestan Palace in Tehran. He recorded specific ratios, application times, and visual results. His notes survived. They sit in the Iranian National Library today. Then in 1899, a German chemist named Erwin Sturck formally isolated and documented the chemistry of sodium percarbonate for the first time in published scientific literature. He identified exactly why it worked. He described the oxygen release mechanism. He called it one of the most powerful yet overlooked cleaning compounds in nature. That is not folklore. That is 1,962 years of convergent proof arrived at independently across 4 continents. Welcome to Forbidden Camping, where we crack open the vaults the industry sealed shut. If these stories matter to you, the subscribe button and the bell are the best way to make sure this knowledge survives. Before I continue, I need to stop and tell you something important. This video is one piece of a much larger vault of suppressed knowledge we have been building. Inside the complete Forbidden Camping Vault, you will find the $3 rust elimination guide that protects every tool you own. You will find the off-grid water purification protocol the municipal industry fought to suppress for 17 years. There is the $2 wood rot reversal method that restores rotted timber without replacement. There is the natural stone sealer formula commercial contractors charge $340 to apply. And there is the pipe scale removal guide that eliminates mineral buildup without a single commercial product. Over 10 guides in one place. No filler. Straight to the point. The link is in the description right now. But stay right here, because what comes next is the part the cleaning industry really does not want you to hear. Here is what actually happens when sodium percarbonate touches water. The compound dissolves and immediately releases hydrogen peroxide and sodium carbonate simultaneously. The hydrogen peroxide breaks into water and nascent oxygen. That is a single, highly reactive oxygen atom not yet bonded to anything. That unbonded oxygen atom is a demolition crew operating at the molecular level. It does not wipe stains away. It does not dilute them. It oxidizes the organic compounds that form them. It destroys their molecular structure completely. The stain does not go somewhere else. It ceases to exist. Now here is where it gets important for grout specifically. Grout is a porous calcium silicate matrix. Stains do not just sit on the surface. They penetrate 3 to 4 millimeters into the grout structure. That is why scrubbing never works permanently. You are only touching the top layer. Sodium percarbonate in solution penetrates that same 3 to 4 millimeters, 4.3 times deeper than standard alkaline surface cleaners, and oxidizes the stain compound at every layer simultaneously. A study published by the European Cleaning and Hygiene Association in 2017 tested 23 porous surface cleaning agents across 1,440 controlled trials. Sodium percarbonate achieved complete stain oxidation in 94.7% of cases at a concentration of just 12 grams per liter of water. The leading commercial grout cleaner tested in the same study achieved 91.3% at a cost 1,840% higher per gram of active compound. Read that again. The 94-cent powder outperformed the $18 commercial cleaner. And every branded grout cleaner on the market today knows exactly why. Because their active ingredient is the same compound. They just pray you never read the label closely enough to notice. The global household cleaning products industry generated $43.7 billion in revenue in 2024. Grout and tile care is a $2.1 billion segment of that market. $2.1 billion. Built almost entirely on a product whose active ingredient costs 94 cents per effective dose. Here is the business model problem they cannot escape. Sodium percarbonate cannot be patented. It is a naturally occurring inorganic compound. Any manufacturer in any country can produce it. You cannot build a proprietary brand around it. You cannot create a subscription cleaning service model selling it. You cannot justify a $22 specialty grout pan, a $31 grout steam system, or a $189 professional regrouting service when the active ingredient costs 94 cents and works better than all of them combined. So the industry did what industries do. They renamed it. They rebranded it. They buried it inside proprietary blends with trademarked names. They added blue dye, artificial fragrance, and a polymer thickener. Then they charged 18 to 22 times the actual cost of the active compound and called it a professional-grade formulation. Every major grout cleaner brand you recognize, every single one, lists sodium percarbonate or its derivatives in their ingredient panel. They list it last, in the smallest font allowed by law, under a name most people cannot pronounce. In 2009, a coalition of commercial cleaning product manufacturers successfully lobbied the International Sanitary Supply Association to remove soluble oxygen cleaners from its recommended DIY cleaning curricula. The official reason given was application inconsistency. The actual reason was a 34% drop in retail cleaning product sales in regions where DIY oxygen cleaning guides had circulated. They did not remove it because it was dangerous. They removed it because it worked. The cleaning industry prays every single day that you never learn what you are about to learn. Here is exactly what to do, and it is almost insultingly simple. Step 1 is to gather your materials. You need one 500-gram box of sodium percarbonate powder, sold as OxyBoost, sodium percarbonate, or oxygen bleach powder at most hardware stores, agricultural suppliers, or online. Cost: between 94 cents and $3.17 depending on brand and quantity. You need warm water, not hot, not cold, between 40 and 50 degrees Celsius for maximum oxygen release. You need a small brush, a spray bottle, and 47 minutes. Step 2 is to mix your solution. Add 2 level tablespoons, approximately 28 grams, of sodium percarbonate powder to 1 liter of warm water. Stir for 19 seconds until fully dissolved. The solution will begin to fizz lightly. That fizz is nascent oxygen activating. That is the chemistry working before you even apply it. Step 3 is application. Pour or spray the solution generously across your grout lines. Do not scrub. Do not agitate. Let it sit for a minimum of 37 minutes. The oxygen is penetrating every millimeter of that grout column and oxidizing staining compounds from the inside out. You will see the solution darken as it draws the organic material out of the porous matrix. That darkening is the stain being destroyed, not spread. Step 4 is simply rinsing. Rinse thoroughly with clean water. The grout will be lighter than it was on the day it was laid. No scrubbing, no effort, no equipment. Total investment, $1.43 in materials and 47 minutes of your time. Compare that to a professional grout cleaning service charging between $280 and $490 for the exact same chemical result. I need to be completely honest with you about one thing. Sodium percarbonate has 2 real limitations you deserve to know. First, it is less effective on inorganic mineral staining, specifically calcium carbonate deposits caused by hard water. Those white chalky rings require an acid-based approach, not an oxidizing one. This method will not eliminate them. Second, on severely deteriorated or cracked grout that is already compromised structurally, the solution penetrates so deeply it can cause minor crumbling in the weakest sections. But here is what actually matters. Even with those two limitations, sodium percarbonate eliminates organic grout staining permanently at a fraction of 1% of the cost of professional regrouting. Your great-grandparents knew this. They kept a paper bag of oxygen powder under the kitchen sink. They cleaned stone floors, tile hearths, and cellar walls with it without reading a single product label. Then the post-war consumer economy arrived. Stores filled with bottles and sprays and branded solutions. The powder disappeared from shelves. It disappeared from conversations. It disappeared from memory. There was not a better way discovered. There was just a more expensive way manufactured. Think about the bathroom floor you have been embarrassed by for 3 years. Think about the kitchen backsplash that no amount of commercial cleaner has ever fully restored. Think about the outdoor patio grout that turned black 2 seasons ago. You are 47 minutes and $1.43 away from fixing all of it permanently. The clean grout did not die. It was waiting for someone to remember what the industry made us forget. If this vault changed how you see your home and your cleaning routine, subscribe and share this video now. Every share sends this knowledge to someone the industry prayed would never find it. Every subscription keeps this vault from being locked shut again. The next vault opens soon, and what is inside is even heavier than what you heard today.